Recently, I've been playing a lot of Sims 3. A lot of it. And before you say, wow, LP, that's not a lot of hours for a Sims game, here's my hours for the first Sims I ever played. When Sims 4 came out, I was 11 years old. And because it's T-rated and retailed at $60, really expensive for a game that looking back is pretty limited in content, I had to really beg for this. Then I had to beg my grandmother to let me play it on her computer, since I didn't even own one. It took days of convincing her it wasn't a virus. Why would a virus cost $60? I grew up watching my older cousin play Sims 3, and since then wanted a Sims game so bad, so playing for it was like a dream come true for me. Even though I loved it as a kid, as I've gotten older, I've realized there's not really any challenge. I've tried starting with no money, I've tried starting with a baby, using negative traits, but no matter what, I'm instantly making bank. When I first started playing Sims 3, I got robbed twice in 1 week. They stole my fridge, and then my sink, and I couldn't even afford to replace either. It also has a much nicer family system than Sims 4. You can teach your kids to drive, babies aren't objects, there's snow days, and just more little details. And the family system is what led me to Sims 2. If you like Sims, you've probably seen those comparison videos between games. And almost all of the time, Sims 2 clears the other when it comes to details, especially when it comes to family. Sims 2 is also more challenging than 3 and 4. From what I've seen, it can be a little too challenging. Sims can catch deadly illnesses, they can get infested by flies, choke to death, get bludgeoned by hail, and in the Sims console version, you can die by getting stuck in a slot machine. Very creative. Fire is far more dangerous in this game too. Food can catch fire if you leave it in too long in the microwave or the oven. Christmas trees can catch fire if they're left on too long. The stupid train set can catch fire. Why? Besides death, their needs follow at a much faster pace than 3 and 4. You'll find yourself struggling to balance a good work, family, and social life, along with general mood. Your sim will not do activities if they aren't in a good mood, meaning it's extra important to keep up with them. Parties are notoriously hard to get a score in from what I've seen. If guests aren't immediately entertained, they complain, and there's no official way to end them, so they'll either get crushed by the cops or you'll be busy for hours entertaining unappreciative Sims. There's also fears that change the way you play. This is non existent in 3 and severely lacking in Sims 4. In 4, Sims develop them over time. This is a cool idea in theory, but what happens to my Sims is they end up with the same two fears: death and unfulfilled dreams. Really annoying. The fear element gives diversity to gameplay that I really want to try out. The want system seems to be the same as Sims 3 too, and I love the want system in that game. It's another feature that's lacking in Sims 4. Another unique feature about Sims 2 is cutscenes. To be honest, sometimes I think these look goofy and stupid, but they have this charm I love about them. I don't know if I'd want them in another Sims game, but come on, you can't tell me this isn't cute. Look at this! Sims 2 also has some deep lore and an enriching story. You can see this by reading family and lot descriptions, meeting people, or exploring areas like the Strange Town world or the House of Fallen Trees in downtown. Another great thing about this game is it's the cheapest option between it, 3, and 4, with 18 different packs and the base game. I calculated the price being around $490 at its peak. This sounds like a lot of money, but consider this. With the base game and 19 packs, The Sims 3 would cost around $400, maybe a little more if I miss some DLC. You might be thinking, wow, that's almost $100 cheaper than 2. It's not, because The Sims 3 has a SimPoint store where you can pay real money for individual items. There are hundreds of these items. And this post I found calculated it to be worth $1,925. That's over the full price of my year's car insurance. What the hell? Even though Sims 4 is free to play, I don't care. I paid $60 for this game, so I'm including that in the final price calculation. As of right now, The Sims 4 is well over $1,200 with new packs still being released. Well, realistically, yeah, you're not going to be paying full price for any of these, considering bundles and sales exist. I got the entire Sims 3 collection for $80. Even so, this makes Sims 2 the cheapest by far. If you want the full experience and somehow need to pay full price for everything, then your best bet is the $460 game. The Sims 2 also has an Ultimate Collection available for pretty cheap as far as I've heard, or at the very least not $460. So of course my first reaction was to get The Sims 2. I went on Steam and... where is it? Okay, maybe I can go on EA. Oh, okay. I did some digging into this because I do really want to try it out. And then I found this post on the Sims 2 Reddit. There is no legal way to digitally purchase The Sims 2. Even if you own The Sims 2 for Origin or the discs, I will suggest a pirated/cracked version. The game is no longer supported and thus not really that stable without being cracked and a bunch of mods. Great. So what happened? EA retired the game in 2018. And before you say, LP, why didn't you just buy it earlier? When The Sims 2 released, I was a year old. I wasn't really thinking about The Sims, and to be honest, as stupid as this sounds, I didn't consider that a Sims game before 3 existed. I don't know why. But still, EA is the greediest company ever, so can you really blame me for not thinking they would retire a game? Who does that? A lot of companies, surprisingly. Theoretically, yeah, I could buy all the discs. Oh, wait, no, I can't. The Sims 2 discs are outdated and the software on them is no longer supported, so quite often Windows will not run them. It is possible to get them running, but we do not recommend it as you have to disable Windows services that are there to protect your computer. As of right now, if I want to play The Sims 2, I have to commit piracy. Legally, I don't think I can say whether or not I will do that, so if you see me playing it in the future, then hey, maybe I bought the discs. But as of right now, me and a lot of other people who were too young to try this game out are now screwed out of ever playing it. I'd have to rely on EA to put it back. EA, the most trustworthy company ever. My laptop doesn't even have a disc slot even if I wanted to buy it. So no, I'm not gonna.
Tällav siivu, huke vähe, toisa vielä.
Tällav se,
Eklam. Sillä. Asam. Se pole, pueden el siivu. Flirna.
Shabate! Timostia! Oh, Timostia!